Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about Nader and the clip and the infamous clip that we all saw last night. So basically, before I start, I want to basically preface by the fact that look, at the end of the day, I am not a fan of Nader. I'm not a fan of Chantal. This is not a whose side is what. I'm just basically pointing out facts. At the end of the day, both parties have done a lot of wrong. So let's just preference that and get that out of the way before I even get started. So, of course, in the infamous clip from last night, we saw where basically Nader sat here and he basically essentially told Foodie that, hey, you got something coming. And if she was to try to go to the police today, that she will possibly be arrested for the things that she has basically said online. Now, I will say this. Do I think that Foodie will actually receive charges? Honestly, and I'm going to be honest and real, I don't think so. But does she deserve charges? Yes. Has she, like I said, do I feel like she has done things in this situation that has been a big mishandling of her platform? Yes, I do. Do I think that she basically is a very much so just as much of a guilty party in a lot of the things that have happened with not just Nader but just on as far as this whole situation as a whole? Yes. One thing that basically I do try to basically say, and I've talked about, and I think I've even talked about this on multiple panels, is that I think sometimes people tend to forget how much Foodie really is how much of a participant she's really been in a lot of this, and how much she really has basically he essentially like she's basically she, like I said, she's literally sat here and has done shit her own self. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the other day. It was on Monty's panel, and we were talking about Foodie, whatever, and Hannibal. Shout out to you, Hannibal. Well, had basically brought up where she has basically essentially she's made him worse. Now, I don't, like I said, now I want to kind of like elaborate a little bit on that particular point. If you remember watching that panel, and I want to actually talk about that because now that basically, so think of it like this, okay? So in the beginning of this whole relationship, situationship, I'll call it that. Nader was not present on YouTube at all. Nader really was not a thing. We didn't even know who a Nader El was almost a year ago. About a year ago. We didn't know. It was because of her that she brought him to the forefront. We're not even up. I mean, he hasn't even been on YouTube almost for a year here. You know what I'm saying? Like, she brought everything we know about Nader has been stuff that she has brought into her to the forefront. She was the one who mentioned the stabbings. She's the one who has basically sat here and actually mentioned all this stuff. Hell, he wanted her in the beginning to not mention her at all, and it was through not just it was basically through other people contacting him, or him just doing his own research, that basically he found out all the things that she was saying. Now, again, and I know that there's, and I'm just looking at this from what we know so far. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, she's not innocent. Like, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Does she deserve her to basically have some form of a charge on her? Yes. And even still, also though too, like, believe me, and I can understand where Nader's frustration can come from, in the sense of that, hey, you're basically essentially sitting here, you've gone to the police, you've quote unquote lied, okay, you keep going back and forth about whether or not, if about, oh well, if you're actually about what happened to you, what is your story, what has he done, what hasn't he done. And it's like, you went to the police, you lied to them, and now, because there's the whole May Anderson story, which I do want to basically have a conversation about. And if you guys think that we should have a conversation about that, let me know, because I really do want to talk about that, and especially the parts of work with Foodie. But now that possibly he's going to get charged in the May Anderson situation, now Foodie wants to come back and double down on, oh, well, he did this to me, he did that to me. And it's just like, girl, you can't do that. You can't sit here and want to basically, essentially, actually, like, you, like that's not how this works. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't work where now you can sit here and now because somebody else has a case that you can somehow come back and piggyback. Now, mind you, have we seen this happen before in the legal system? Yes, we have. Is this a very common thing? Yes, it is. But at the same time, it's not okay and it's still bullshit that this happens. So, and plus, we don't even know really fully what will happen with May, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like for her to sit here and think that she can basically piggyback off of that to basically say that, oh, well, he did this, that, and the third to me. I'm sorry, that's not, no, that's just not okay. Hey, so was it? So yeah, so I mean, do I think, like I said, does she have, like I said, does Nader technically have a case against her? Yeah, he does. He does. As I mean, as much as look, I'm not a fan of him, but he does. And you can't take that away from him. But will she actually see consequences? I don't think so. I don't think she will see consequences. Does she deserve consequences? Yes. But what she deserves and what she will actually receive are two completely different things. There are a lot of people out here, I'm pretty sure, who are deserving of consequences, but they don't always tend to get those consequences, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that basically, Foodie might actually receive charges? Do you guys think that Nader actually has a case? Do you not think he doesn't have a case? Let me know down below, okay? Hey, thank you guys so much for basically listening to the video. Also, down below are creators who I think you guys should definitely check out. And if you basically like this video, don't forget to hit that big old thumbs up button and give me a subscribe. Hey, I would love to basically have you guys around more so that way we can basically have these fun little discussions and talks and all this other kind of fun stuff. So until next video, you guys, bye.